Lai Lai was just an ordinary little cat, curious, playful, and always looking for her next adventure. One quiet afternoon, while exploring an ancient museum, she discovered something unlike anything she had ever seen. A small jade relic, glowing with a mysterious golden light. Without a second thought, Lai Lai reached out her tiny paw. The moment she touched it, time itself began to unravel. The museum disappeared, a swirling vortex of... Lai Lai landed safely on the polished floor of the Hall of Supreme Harmony. Hundreds of royal officials stared in stunned silence.
This is surely a bad
The entire
omen.
imperial
What
court
does it
had come to a
mean?
complete stop.
You
Even
are
the young
you.
emperor slowly rose from his golden throne. His eyes never left the little gray and white cat standing before him.
Silence. Gasp.
An
The
elderly
omen is
scholar
true.
stepped
It
forward,
is the divine
holding an
Lai
ancient
Lai.
bamboo scroll with trembling hands. He carefully compared its faded illustrations to the little cat before him. His eyes grew wider with every passing
A
moment.
cat?
At last, he
Impossible.
knelt before the emperor.
Your Grace,
Your Majesty,
we beg your forgiveness.
The ancient records speak of a sacred
Now,
guardian,
long
the
live our
Auspicious
mighty
Spirit
Emperor.
Cat, a heavenly creature said to appear only during an age of peace and prosperity. A wave of astonishment swept across the court. The smallest guest in the Forbidden City became the most cherished companion in the entire empire. Life inside the Forbidden City had never been so unpredictable. The little cat was treated like royalty. She enjoyed the finest meals. She chased butterflies through the imperial gardens. She leaped onto desks covered with important documents. One tiny paw landed in a pool of black ink. The next thing anyone knew, tiny paw prints covered priceless imperial scrolls. As if that wasn't enough, she discovered the emperor's magnificent dragon robe. Its shimmering silk looked exactly like the perfect scratching post. Threads floated gently through the air. Palace attendants rushed in from every direction. The emperor simply laughed. No one dared scold the little spirit cat. Then came the moment no one would ever forget. During an important imperial meeting,
Esteemed Emperor,
Lai
we
Lai
must discuss
calmly
the matter
climbed
of
the
southern
steps
harvests.
leading to the dragon
But first,
throne.
let us see what
Hundreds of
business this
officials
creature
watched
brings.
in disbelief. She
Esteemed
circled
cat of power,
once,
we
curled
reluctantly
into a
bow.
fluffy little
Let's
ball,
continue the meeting softly.
and fell fast
Sleep
asleep.
Well, Lai Lai.
The time is right. We move against him at dawn. Agreed. The empire is ours. To success. The time
The chief
is
eunuch,
ripe.
along with several ambitious
Excellent.
ministers, watched the little cat with growing resentment, and they blamed one tiny cat. The
Yes,
chief
Minister.
eunuch slowly
The
smiled.
seal is broken.
Then he unfolded a secret plan.
It confirms
Meanwhile,
everything.
completely
We must
unaware
act
of the
now.
danger, Li Li wandered peacefully beneath the moonlight. She chased glowing fireflies through the royal gardens. She played with drifting leaves carried by the evening breeze. Then, a beautiful golden butterfly appeared. It floated gracefully through the palace corridors. Li Li's curious eyes sparkled, without hesitation. She followed it, never realizing she was walking straight into a carefully prepared trap. The golden butterfly drifted into the Empress Dowager's private palace. Its delicate wings sparkled beneath the warm lantern light, completely
Wow.
enchanted.
That butterfly
Lai
is
Lai
so
followed
golden.
without hesitation. The butterfly circled
gift for the
around an
curious.
enormous jade vase, a priceless treasure that had been protected for generations. It landed for only a brief moment. Li Lai crouched low. Her little tail twitched with excitement. One tiny leap, and she'd catch it. She jumped. The butterfly fluttered away, but Lai Lai's paw brushed against the golden pedestal. The magnificent jade vase began to tremble. Palace maids cried out in panic. The Empress Dowager turned just in time to see the disaster unfolding, but it was already too late. The priceless vase crashed onto the marble floor, shattering into hundreds of glittering jade fragments. Silence filled the entire chamber. Lai stood frozen. Her wide eyes searched the broken pieces, as if trying to understand what had just happened. Then, the chief eunuch stepped forward. His voice echoed through the palace. "Your Majesty, this is no sacred guardian. This creature has brought nothing but misfortune." The ambitious ministers immediately joined him. An evil spirit, a curse upon the palace. Within moments, the little cat who had once been celebrated as heaven's blessing was now accused of bringing disaster to the empire. That night, rain quietly fell over the Forbidden City. Lai sat alone inside a small wooden cage near the imperial prison. The chief eunuch and his followers watched with satisfied smiles. They believed their plan had finally succeeded. But Lai didn't understand hatred. As the rain slowly faded, a single beam of moonlight broke through the clouds. It shone gently across the little cat's face. Lai lifted her head, and somewhere within the endless walls of the Forbidden City, a much greater adventure was only just beginning.